So our meeting is being recorded.
Being 7 o'clock, Katrina, would you take attendance?
That's Dave. He's going.
Yes, the recording is on.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock, so will you take attendance? Can you hear me?
Yep. Want me to call?
Yes.
I'm going to ask the commission members to introduce themselves. Dave?
I'm Dave Caro, Chairman.
Lou?
Lou Allen, Vice Chairman.
Matt?
Matt Bedoin, alternate.
Ken?
Ken Scott, member.
Fred, you're muted. Frederick Allard is a member.
Fred Allard's here. I'm the secretary
Okay.
of the commission.
Rod?
Oh, wow. Kevin.
Hi there.
Rod? Thank you. And Don? Don Procco, our harbor master.
There he is.
I believe that's it, Dave?
Okay, minutes of the last meeting, December 3rd. I'd like a motion to accept.
Scott also move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Accepted.
Okay.
Harbor Master's report. On.
Yeah. Where's Don go?
Dawn, are you with us?
I think he just disappeared. He must have.
Carmen's here.
Hi, Carmen.
Don.
Should we come back to Harbor Master? Would that be a good idea, Katrina?
Yes, excellent idea.
Okay, we'll go to 4 unfinished business. The Mystic Seaport rework plan is, there's nothing new in that area. Mystic Harbor Management Plan review, Fred?
Nothing new there.
Okay, 4C, the East Fairway permit for additional piles. I believe that we have the permit. Keith of DACO is making sure that all the paperwork is in order, but there's a chance that we have that permit and we can proceed as soon as the weather breaks. The notice placards that go on the top, we should make sure that we get those fairly quickly so that they can be put in place. One of the complications is the fact that all the existing piles out there have to be removed and moved up one set. So that's a task in itself, but we do need the 4 new ones for the 2 additional piles. Any comment?
Did I hear you say you have to remove the piles? It's a sign in the piles, right?
The sign in the piles, right. In other
Okay.
Oh,
words,
that's easier.
Oh, that's a lot
we
easier.
have to install the 2 new piles, but then put the proper application on all of the piles, and that needs changing where some of them are now. That's what happens when you replace piles 1 and 2 all down the line. They have to be updated.
Okay.
The anything else on the C?
No.
If not, I'll move on to Mystic River Boathouse park support. I have not participated in that in the last month. I understand that they are working on additional funding. Moving on to 4E. We basically approved this on the April 4th meeting, but the DEP wanted a change in the dock. Instead of using the old one, they wanted a new dock. I have received that information. It's a much better situation. I am all in favor of essentially reapproving the change that has taken place in that permit. Has everybody had a chance to look at that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to accept that as revised. All in favor?
Well, you need a motion first.
Oh, a motion
made
to
it.
accept this as
I'll move.
revived.
Look to accept it as revised.
And in my case, it's yes.
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
Okay, we're now,
To, when you say something, to say your name in advance.
okay. Dave, I
Tom Flaherty.
Thanks.
accepted that. Okay, has everybody voted?
Yes. Lou.
Fred has voted yes.
Ken, yes.
Did Rod vote?
David, apologies. As a new guy, Matt Bedoin, do I vote as an alternate or do I sit out unless there's no quorum?
Yeah, buddy, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then I don't have a vote then. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, are we ready to move on? Katrina,
Ready.
do you have everything you need to move on?
Yeah.
Yes, I just wanted to say the Staffords are here. So hello to them.
Hello.
Aye.
The next item is for the 28 Schoolhouse Road, which has not been received officially by But basically, what we've got to prepare for in our task is the, let me look at my, we have the management plan, which essentially on page 14 of the paragraph 3, the suitability of engineering design, the scale of the proposed facility should be the minimum necessary to secure a legitimate water-related function. And that is what we will be looking at when we get the application officially. And I know that it started because I've heard a lot of commotion. I had a lot of emails and so forth. But it also has to be remembered that the person who owns waterfront property has the right to wharf out. So we have to accept the fact that there will be a dock on that property. Do I have any comments?
Mr. Chairman, for the record, Mark Brantz, I just want to make sure, do members of the commission have the materials that I had submitted yesterday? I don't know if they have the ones from today, but about the report and accompanying documents.
I do, Lou.
Fred,
Thank you very much.
This is the latest email that had the working sketch with it.
Yes, I had filed a report with I think 8 documents last night, and then this morning filed an additional sketch. I also filed notices of intervention for the law, Flanagan and Nauman properties that you should have site signed versions of now.
Well, really, there's nothing that we can do
Yeah, when
until we get that document officially.
email traffic on this application.
Beg pardon?
What I have from you, Katrina, is 4 o'clock.
I'm sorry, what?
When would the latest Brant's email have been sent?
They would have been sent last night or today. I don't have it in front of me.
I think, if I may, Mr. Chairman, again, Mark Brantz, I think the first intervention was this morning, the second one a little later in the morning, the third one sometime this afternoon, but all 3 interventions are the same content. It's just the signatures, additional signatures is the only difference. So you've gotten everything of any substance, our report, our photos, and then the alternative dock design from this afternoon. So nothing should have arrived. The only thing you should have gotten late today is just the 3rd signature on the same intervention. I would also note, Mr. Chairman, I copied Lorero engineers on every document I filed with you, so they have them.
Okay, and we will be looking at that when we get the final design, based on the fact that everyone who has waterfront property has the right to essentially wharf out, but it has to be done with the most suitability relative to the related situation. So when we get that design, we will review it.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Kevin North. I'm a resident of Masons Island, and I understand you to be characterizing this application as not formal for your consideration yet. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So will public comment be taken tonight? Because I see from the list of participants that there are a number of people on Masons Island that are interested in this application, and I am sure would like to comment. Is the fact that it's not final yet mean that your commission will not take public commentary tonight?
Well, we'd like to have the finished product before we essentially evaluate it. And like I said, basically, any property owner has the right to WAF out, and we have to make sure that there are certain characteristics met relative to the safety and that type of thing. So this is premature relative to other projects which we have received.
Mr. Chairman, for the record, my name is John Casey. I'm a partner with the law firm of Robinson & Cole, and I represent the applicant, Shaker Nike. And it was our understanding that our submission tonight was complete. We submitted the DEP consultation form and the plans. Susan Marquardt from Loureiro Engineers is on the line. She's the one who submitted the materials. We're unaware of anything further that needs to be submitted. This is, it is a consultation process. As the commission is aware, you don't issue dock permits. You present comments and recommendations to the DEP that eventually will decide whether or not a permit will be issued. So we're happy to accommodate the commission's request for information, but we're just uncertain what further we would provide. At this point, what's been provided is what's typically required by DEP at this part of the process.
Well, I don't feel that I have a finished drawing. The one sketch that I have was superimposed. The initial one was like a working document. And to me, the situation is in process, and it's not ready to go to the people in Hartford and the DEP yet.
Mr. Chairman, you should have a package of material from Loureiro that includes, it's a revised plan set dated November 30th. And it has 8 pages, and it was submitted along with the application form. I don't know if Susan Marquardt's on the line and she can speak to when that was submitted and how it was submitted, but we didn't submit a hand-drawn sketch by any stretch. Those were professionally done, engineered plans. I think even Attorney Brantz and his clients have seen them. So I'm a little surprised that they haven't made it to the commission.
Mr. Chairman, Attorney Casey, first of all, Attorney Casey and I are in agreement. I do have the full 8-sheet set. It is, and in fact, the report we filed comments on that set. And also, as I put in the very first email I wrote to the commission, my clients agree that Mr. Nake has the right to a dock. We simply are seeking it be downsized and not quite such a trophy dock. But we do have the plans. Mr. Casey's correct. I certainly don't want to tell the commission what to do with its proceedings, but I have seen those plans. So Mr. Casey is correct.
Okay, and I do not have them, so it will definitely be on the agenda next month, and hopefully we'll be able to analyze what we've got. At what stage do you plan to go to the DEP in Hartford?
Mr. Chairman, again, for the record, John Casey, we intend to follow the standard course. DEP requires that we request these consultation forms from various agencies, including the Shellfish Commission, the Connecticut Bureau of Aquaculture, the Army Corps of Engineers, and the Harbor Management Commission. Those were all sent out by Loureiro. This is actually the second round of consultation forms that were sent out. We already The dock was revised based on comments from the Army Corps and DEP to further protect the eelgrass that is present offshore of Mr. Nike's property. And so we've already received favorable comments from the Fish Commission and the Bureau. So it's our intention, and we've already had substantial pre-application comments or consultations with DEP over the plans, which is how they prefer to do things. They don't want you to surprise them with a application out of the blue. So we're following the regular course, and we're happy. We're surprised that those plans haven't made it to the full commission. And we'll get those to you. I assume we send them to the email of your recording secretary, the one that email that Mr. Brantz has been sending things to. Okay. I thought they were submitted. They might have been mailed in, which is the normal course, but perhaps with COVID protocols, they never made it out of the town hall, perhaps.
Mr. Chairman, this is Susan Marquardt. I emailed those to yourself and Lou Allen and the General Harbor Commission Gmail back on December the 1st. It was before the December meeting, but then we asked that it was tabled, but the whole package of plans was submitted at that time.
And Mr. Chairman, this is Kevin North speaking again. Mr. Chairman, this is Kevin North speaking again, a resident of Masons Island. I have seen that package, so I think those of us that want to comment on the application tonight are a bit troubled by the fact that you don't appear to be in receipt of them when in reality they've been available to the public for a long time. And those of us that live on Masons Island have also seen the comments of the group, though they don't identify themselves, that are apparently in opposition to this application. So at the moment, they seem to be controlling the dialogue on this application. And there are some of us that would want to speak in favor of the application when the opportunity is appropriate. If you all have those documents in hand, but have not reviewed them, I still think it might be appropriate for us tonight to comment on the Nikes application.
I can see where that would help you schedule-wise. I assume that you'd be in a position to summarize these and not get into any lengthy detail.
I have no, Mr. Chairman, I have no intention of summarizing at all. I have had an opportunity to write to your commission previously with regards to prior applications. I simply want to make it clear that so long as the Nike application is in conformance with Connecticut law and other requirements that speak to the sensitive environmental conditions over there, that your commission move consistently to approve the application that's before you. I too have a waterfront property on Masons Island and spent over a year, many years ago, probably 15 or 16 years ago, seeking to get approval to rebuild a dock that had been destroyed in prior storms. And it was a long, serious process. And so I have sympathies for the Nikes, in addition to their desire, and as far as I'm concerned, right to build such a structure, to minimizing the amount of time where they can realize their dream. The fact of the matter is that all of the time consumed is ultimately time that equates to money spent, because the engineers, the lawyers, and others all have to bill their time to the applicant. And so in this instance, I would hope that there would be a timely and expeditious process for moving forward with this application, because your commission, and I respect your attempt to make this a publicly available under these difficult times, but your commission has, the obligation, as far as I'm concerned, to see it, act on it, and move it on expeditiously so that the Nikes can have a resolution to their application in a timely manner, and I, from speaking for myself, in a positive manner.
Mr. Chairman, just one correction. The commission reviews applications of this kind for conformance with the harbor management plan, and not just DEP reviews with regard to their regulations. For this commission, it's the harbor management plan, and that's what we've been addressing. And we certainly don't. We have no desire to delay this. I also, like my colleague Attorney Casey, I came here tonight prepared to present our arguments as I knew they were. But if the commission hasn't had time to review this, certainly you should do what you think best. But we certainly have not attempted to delay this. That's why I got everything to this commission in advance and to the applicant's representatives in advance. I did not, there's been no ambush here. There's been no surprise. I've gotten every document as soon as you got it. In fact, they've got it in the same emails that you've gotten it. So we are not delaying anything. We have no intentions of doing so. Thank you.
Well, as soon as we can, I can get those finished plans, because the latest one I have was not finished. It was sort of a working plan. And basically, if you could make sure that I get those, we will get it on the agenda for next month.
Do other members of your commission, this is Kevin North again, but do other members of your commission acknowledge that they've already received the finished documents, or are they in the same position as the chairman, that they haven't seen them?
Howard, I
no,
can
guess
speak
we
for
should
myself.
check.
I have copies of, I think, what Mr. Branch has sent, but I have no confirmation that that is the final application. So I'm with our chairman on that.
Okay, thank you.
Again, for the record, John Casey of Robinson & Cole on behalf of the applicant. Mr. Chairman, while we were prepared to move forward tonight, obviously if the commission hasn't had a full opportunity to review the plans, then we don't want to push you forward if you're not prepared. As I said earlier, I think this is a very completely. I think this is a simple doc proposal, like many that you've reviewed over time, and we want to give you the opportunity to make a full and fair decision on its compliance with your harbor management plan. So,
excuse me, it's Frances Hoffman. I'm also a Masons Island resident. It would be very helpful for the commission to indicate, I mean, we all need to be talking about the same document. So to indicate when the final document meets your criteria, so that we're all looking at the same and discussing the same material.
We definitely have to have it, a few days or hopefully a week before our meeting.
That's right.
And, that's why,
Mr. Chairman, sorry.
Work on this and have it ready for the next meeting. I think we should be all set to vote on it, or essentially have comments.
Mr. Chairman, two suggestions. One, under the current executive orders, anything that the commission receives are supposed to be on the Town of Stonington website. and it would probably be helpful to everyone participating if this was on the website. You have all of it digitally, I know, somewhere. It's all there digitally, and that would include any emails, our reports, the plans that Attorney Casey is referencing. The other thing is, in order to avoid any further delay, I would just request that the applicant depict on the plans the details of the jet ski lift or lifts and the actual size of boats that can be accommodated at this dock. Now, that's one of the points that we've raised. There's the plans have a label. It says jet ski lift, but it has no dimension, no indication of how many jet skis. In addition, we have filed today a proposed alternative that results in a lower dock, and we would ask the applicant to examine that. Again, that could also expedite this and allow it to move forward more quickly. Thank you.
I think that's the document that I got today that had the lower dock superimposed on the original very high dock. And
that's correct.
Okay, that I got today. And I think that, you know, I know it looks better, but I did not have a chance to go over it in detail.
And again, for the record, John Casey, Mr. Chairman, that sheet is one of 8 sheets. So you're only seeing part of the plan. So it means you haven't seen the full proposal. So I think it is wise to table this to the next meeting. We'll make sure that you have the files electronically so you can post them on the website and share them with the commission members.
Okay, I agree with that. I think that would be the best move.
What is the date of your next meeting, Mr. Chairman?
It'll be the first Thursday of the next month.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a comment. This is Lou Allen. I think there's some question about the spacing of the tie-off pilings that needs to be discussed further with the applicant before we get into a serious final discussion on this. Some people seem to be thinking that because there's a wide space between the pilings, that the intention is to put very large boats in there. That may not be the case. It may be the case that if the pilings were moved closer together, some of these fears would go away. So I think we need time to discuss this with the engineers and with the applicant. Thank you.
Well, I'd make a motion that we postpone this till next month and get the final package together so that we all can look at it. Do I have a motion to second that?
I'll second it. Lou.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. And we will concentrate on getting this information.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Item on the list, 5A, is a boat lift on 207 Mason Road. Does the commission have that? Did we get this out, or did I just get the hard copy?
Do you know when it was sent, Dave?
I don't recognize it. This is
Yeah,
Katrina.
Okay, I did get the hard copy, but it may not have come electronically to you. It's from DOCO, And it has the, situation where it's 207 Masons Island Road. And I know this just came in, so there's a good chance that I have a hard copy, but it hasn't been distributed electronically.
I don't believe it was received electronically.
Okay, we will make sure we get that straightened out for next. So. Is there any more business?
Dave, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I know you can't see me because I'm having trouble with my computer. This is Don Procco. I just wanted to report on Harbor Master.
Ah, yes.
Okay. We done with the revisions to the database by this weekend and have it ready for mailing in about a week. So that's coming up. The other thing is the
Don, are you there?
I guess you can. I'm sorry.
He's back.
Can you hear me, anyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the paperwork was delayed on the boat behind the Y. So I expect that it should be another week or two.
Okay.
Don, I'll suggest you send your comments in to be put in the minutes, since we may not be getting all your words at this point.
Okay, I will do that.
And I know the annual mooring fee billing went out because I did get my bill today.
Yes.
Lou,
And
do you want to
everybody's
make a comment?
They've all been reminded it's $50, same as always, not 10. I don't know how that slipped in there.
Well, thank you, Lou, for that effort. Does anyone else comment? If not, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Meetings is adjourned.
All right.
Good night.
Night, guys.